Welcome everyone, Gamer Cop here. So this is a new series I'm starting on ARK Survival Evolved. So I'm still going to be doing fishing North Atlantic, so that's not going away. I'm probably going to do every other day. One day I'll be fishing North Atlantic, the next day I'll be ARK, and back and forth. That way these are definitely two different games completely. So just kind of having that variety, I think will be kind of good for the channel to have that kind of stuff going on. So I think that'll be good for it. So here we are. If you've never played ARK Survival Evolved, I'll give you some more details as we begin into it, but just a couple things to note. Since I'm playing this for a series, just strictly for the base of time, I'm not playing it against any other players online or anything like that. I'm playing single player just on here, just for my own whatever, for fun. Just because I think it makes it a little bit easier to control what's going on and stuff in game, and I'll explain kind of more about that as we go. But I have a couple of things up. So taming speed's a little bit faster, harvesting resources, there's gonna be a little bit more resources when harvesting, stuff like that. Just because harvesting resources, yes, it's important for the game and it's critical, and some of you guys may be like, oh, he's cheating already, which you can have whatever opinion you want, you can play however you want. I usually up that just because the point of the game is to build and tame dinos and take care of stuff and do different things like that. It's not necessarily just to go out and harvest resources until you pass out. But so on here, there's some story arcs and custom arcs. So there's custom arcs down here, and then these are the story arcs that are up here. I'm going to do on the island, which is the most basic. This game has been out for, I think, like 6 years now or 5 years now. So it's been out for a while. Everyone knows about the island that's played on here. I'm just going to play single player, and we're just going to go from there. But I just wanted to mention a couple things. You guys want to see me play on other maps, let me know. I've never actually played on any other maps, just to be completely honest, because I really like the island. I think the island is perfect for it. But yeah, so we'll see where it kind of launches us in here. We should be able to create a character and do all that sort of thing. It shouldn't make us have to have our own, or have one that I have, because I play on this with a I have a server where I play with a few of my friends online. But it shouldn't launch us into that. It should get us set up to go into a new game here, but we'll see how it goes. Perfect. Yep, this is what we need. So we're gonna name the survivor Gamer Cop, and we'll pick a spawn region. These are just different areas that I have tagged out, which they'll stay on there regardless of what you're playing on. So let's see here. That's all fine. I'm not too worried about any of this, but you start a new character, so we'll hit create new survivor, but we need to pick a spawn zone. So I've had bases on this peninsula. The one I have with my friends is here. I've had one over on the other side, so I'm trying to think. I might want to start one here. I don't think I've ever done that. I've done one further over. I don't think I've done one there before. West zone. It says that's hard, but easy's right there. I don't know if that's, or it says that's medium. Sorry, it says it's more difficult, I guess I should say. I don't know. There's more resources up north. That's why I'm like more inclined to go. This is East Zone 1, East Zone 2, 3. Gosh, it's kind of hard to choose, like, quite honestly, where I want to start. Like, this is a good spot in here where my friends had it, because this is a pretty good spot to build, and you can get up to these resources that you need up here later on. But being close to that wouldn't be bad either. So I'm thinking maybe if I mean, we could always move wherever. It's not like where we spawn we have to build a base, but I think we should build a base maybe in here. That would be difficult. Maybe we should start here. That's a dangerous trek there. Ooh, it's tricky. The further you get in, the more dangerous it gets. Let's go back up here. I think we're going to go for... Gosh, I might go there. Oh, that's a tough one. You know what, we're gonna go there, and then we'll see how it goes. We can always do a different area, but we'll try that. So it's gonna spawn us in here. The graphics should be fairly nice. This is actually the game I wanted to play that I bought my super nice PC right off the bat for. But these episode lengths will be probably about 20 to 30 minutes or so. But we'll have control of our guy here in just a second. All right, so starting out, you start literally out here with nothing. You're on an island. If we go into, we don't really have a map like to look at, so we can look at this. You're on an island, it goes all the way around. We haven't obviously discovered everything, which I think I actually don't know if I've ever been to that corner of the island. I think I've been up to it, but I think it was just on an old save. But anyhow, so there shouldn't be anything built anywhere on here. We should be level 1 if we go in the inventory. Yep, level 1, Gamer Cop. And these are just different skins, various things. So we're just going to drop those on the ground. We have different stats through here. I'm going to be probably not the greatest at answering all the questions. I know quite a bit about this game, but I'm no expert. I shouldn't come across as an expert at all, but So first things first, for food, you can come up to bushes and hit E, and we'll kind of pick some to get some food. Now, if we go in our inventory here, good to eat, also good for taming dinos. Good to eat, good to eat, good to eat. These ones will make you pass out, and we've already leveled up, which we'll go over that in a second. These ones are, so these are narco berries. They'll make you pass out. Using to make narcotics later, which you need for taming dinos. Stones in our resource we picked up. Fibers are good to make clothes. And then stem berries you use, they dehydrate you, but they will wake you up. So if you're starting to go unconscious, you can use those. I think on here, I think carry weight's normally the one I invest in quite quickly the most. So now we have Ingram points. So we have 8 Ingrams, we can see at the top of the screen here. We can invest in different things. You can't learn everything, so you have to be careful. We are going to invest, we want to invest in all of these at some point. So we already start off with a note, which I don't ever really use. Stone pick is going to be important. A torch is important for at night, so we'll learn a campfire. We'll learn that one, I think. But if we go over here, we also can see what time of day it is. So it's 8 in the morning here. That's the temperature there, different stuff like that. And yeah, this is our XP bar slowly going up. But okay, that's what we got for now. We need to get some resources. So if we come up to trees, this does actually do damage to your health if you punch them, but it's basically the way to start off getting resources. So now we got some different stuff in here, so we can make this now. So we're gonna go ahead and make that, which to make this we need flint, which we're gonna have to use the pickaxe to hit rocks. So this is kind of like, I like to look at it as like Minecraft on steroids. But so this is like a perfect rock that we can get flint from. If you hit, and we're also getting metal from it, which is great. That'll be great later on in game. If you hit trees with a pickaxe, you're going to get more flint than wood, or more thatch than wood. So if we go in the inventory here, this is thatch. You get more of this than wood. If you hit them with an axe, you'll get more wood than thatch. And if you hit rocks like this, or there's bigger ones like those ones along the beach, that like that one right straight ahead, you can harvest that one. Not the cliff side, but that one you can harvest. If you hit those with a pick, then you'll get more flint than stone. You also get more metal, theoretically speaking, if there's metal in the rocks, which there's metal nodes, which we'll go over that later. And then if you wanted to get just stone because you're building something out of stone, then you'll want to hit them with an axe. So we're gonna need more thatch, which we'll just finish this thing off though. Get all that off there, get some thatch. And we are getting way more resources. Well, I wouldn't say way more. We're getting about 75% more resources from these things than we normally would. Just because I have it set that way. We'll craft that, we'll craft that. We're gonna need both of those. We'll do weight again. So, spear we could get, that's a good one actually to learn. We'll learn that one, and then we probably want to start working on some clothes, if we can. So, those ones will just need a lot of fiber. So let's put this away, let's get some fiber. Let's get some clothes on. Let's pick those, we're gonna get fiber and berries. And this might seem like tedious, especially when you see as we go through the game how many resources you need to actually build structures and like bases and defenses and stuff like that, because there's a lot of really nasty dinos out here, so you need base defenses and stuff like that to actually really do well. But let's get that, and let's see in our inventory. But once you get dinosaurs going, then you can use those to actually we have enough to craft both of those, which is perfect. You can use dinos to help you basically harvest more efficiently. And we're actually already up a level here. All right, put those on. There, now we're not completely naked anymore. I'll put another point into weight since we leveled up. Thatch stuff is the first level of building. You have to learn it to get to the next level of stuff, which we'll worry about later. But I'm probably actually going to learn a storage chest to put stuff in, and then we'll do something for, well, I'm actually going to try to skip that on cloth because I want to get to the hide stuff pretty easy. So this is a good just entry level stuff to get. It might actually make me learn it later, but we'll get to that when we get there. I'm going to try to not learn the sleeping bag. And you also can get blueprints for items, which, oh, this guy we want to kill. This is a trilobite. These things will give you lots of valuable resources, and they won't actually, or they shouldn't attack you. I've never had one attack me, they don't. They always try to get in the water and get away from you. There we go. So, my inventory here. Oil is used for various things. Most notably, you can refine it into gasoline. Chitin is a very important resource for different things like that. So are silica pearls. They're useful for making electronics. Later on in game, you can make guns and stuff like that. But what do we want to do now? We should probably make some spears. What do we need for that? We need some more wood. which actually we need to make an axe as well. So let's make an axe. That way, if we have a bunch of stuff, we can build a storage box and put the stuff that we have in the storage box. Put that there. I'm going to put... Oh, I already had an axe. Well, we don't need 2 of them because you can repair them as you go. They do lose damage, but you can repair them. It's usually cheaper to repair them than it is to make a new one. We'll put that in 4. Let's get this guy out. We're getting a decent amount of wood from that. And obviously you can see down here in the bottom corner, that's our weight. So once that starts to get too full, we'll be encumbered and not be able to move. I'm not going to invest in anything. So there's the first saddle for a dinosaur we can ride. That's a Phiomia. It's like a giant pig. We will want one of those later on to tame because they poop a lot and you need the poop to make fertilizer for farming. I know, it's an interesting game. I love it. Okay, let's go to our inventory here. We should be able to make... You want to make a few of them because they will break randomly. If you actually, you can throw them or stab things with them. But if you throw them into a rock or stab a rock, they might break, and they just break in general occasionally. So, you could have a few of them. All right. We will die many times in here. You don't start over when you die. You can set it to that. So these turkeys are a Thanksgiving thing they're doing right now. Don't attack them. They will destroy you. Yeah, they're very bad. All right, so now that we have like a defense, I really want to go get, like, see that thing that has like a kind of a beacon coming down from the sky. Those are supply drops, and that's how you get resources or like blueprints and stuff like that, and just kind of some good resources as you go. Also, too, in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see that we are warm or we are hot. As long as it's not red, we're not losing health from it. But if it does go red, or if you're too cold, it'll go red as well. Do I have it set to show us where we're at? I don't. So it won't naturally show you where you're at on the map unless you tell it to, which I have no idea where we're at. So, yeah, anyhow, I will probably set that to show us where we're at. Just because I normally play that way anyways. I think we'll work our way a little bit inland here because we want to set up our first kind of a very entry-level base kind of up this way. But, yeah, so let's actually look at a couple of our bars down here. So down here at the bottom is our health bar. These are all those stats as well. Then the next one up is our stamina. So if we're running, we're losing stamina. For harvesting resources, we're losing stamina. If you run out of stamina, you flat out won't run anymore. If you keep harvesting resources when your stamina is empty, your torpor will start to go up, which that's your torpidity down here. And once it reaches halfway, you pass out asleep on the ground until it goes all the way back down. Then you wake up, which obviously is bad if you're fighting something. You go unconscious. Then you have your food bar, so it'll let you know when you're hungry. And then you have your water bar, then your weight bar, and then your experience bar at the top. Now, yes, this I would think would be an ocean or salt water, but you can come in here and just hit E to drink. Which is nice. There's no help screen or anything, so you just kind of have to know what you're doing. And very valuable to tame flyers like these guys to be able to fly around the map. I don't know when we'll go in I is to open your inventory, but if we go into Ingrams, we can search things and it'll show us what level. So if I want to learn a Pteranodon saddle, that's what it won't show me what it is, but I know I need to be level 38 to learn that. So Pteranodons are great. They're very fast. They're actually okay fighters, and they're just overall very useful dinosaurs. I think we might build our first base up there on that rock cliff area. You go into the water. Water is very dangerous. There's very large and very scary water dinosaurs that you will come across. Giant sharks and different things like that. But anyhow, I would say, yeah, one of the most valuable skills in this game is to see dinos that you recognize as unfriendly and avoid them, because if you get too close to dinos that are not friendly, they will aggro, I'll say, and that bird's not friendly, I'll tell you that. And they'll aggro and attack you. That's that bird right there. That bird will steal stuff out of your inventory just randomly, which is absolutely terrible. Like that bird likes it up here maybe too. Where's that bird at? Over there. Okay. But yeah, there's a lot of stone in this region here up here at the top, which I kind of like. This will provide us some good protection, I think, as well for now. And I think on the map where this is at, Pteranodon. So if you see where I have that swamp base indicator on there, if you go straight left to that 30 coordinate on the bottom and that 71, so 70-30 is actually, I think, right where, I think that's where that cliff is on that map. But I'll get ourselves an indicator on there because it'll be easier for you guys to see where we're at as well. Later on in game, you can build a GPS to help you out with some different stuff. I don't know if I want to go all the way back. This is a pretty big peninsula. We may end up making a permanent base here. You also find these throughout. I'm not gonna, oh, it's gonna activate it. Is it gonna activate it for me? Maybe not, but actually, you know what? We might as well activate the Explorer note. But you'll find Explorer notes, and they'll give you an XP boost. You see down the bottom right-hand corner. So anything you do in that time period will give you an XP boost, which I think we're gonna build a little camp right in this little, I like this little area, but we need to get this tree out of the way here. I'm still gathering resources, even though I'm not actually hitting it. There we go. So we should actually get a couple of good levels off of this. See, 5 points. We went up 5 levels because we got that. Because the XP is super low at the beginning, but I think we're going to put all that into weight. So now we're level 10. We'll look at some of this stuff later. I want to keep working on getting some resources here going. So let's get ourselves a couple of storage boxes so we can start storing resources that we gather so it doesn't take up room in our inventory. We're a little bit hungry. We're actually a little bit thirsty too. There, we can eat those berries. So to place stuff, you just put it down here on your hotbar, and then you can hit those numbers to place it where you want. Actually, I think I'm just going to place these. Storage. I don't know where to place the storage. We'll just place it up over here for now. It's fine. What stuff don't we need? We don't need to carry around that stuff. We'll dump all this off. And we, of course, could be attacked at any moment. So this thing's already full, 15 out of 15, which is fine. See, we're already up in our level because we were crafting something. We can probably clear... I don't know which of these rocks we can knock out. Yeah, so this one's permanent, which is fine. We won't mess with that one, obviously. Oh, we are dehydrated, so we need to go get some water. You can get ways to carry water around. We'll look at those in a bit here, which I would jump down there, but I don't have a death wish. I'm slowly losing health, but you have a fair amount of time to be able to get water and whatnot, so I'm going to do it safely, just so I don't risk too much, I suppose. Yeah, this should be fine. That's saber-toothed salmon, so that thing will be mean if you attack it, I believe, but should be fine otherwise. All right. See, now we're tired, you can see, and if I start hitting this, so the stamina is going to build up really quickly, so it's going to be fine, but... And you do defecate randomly. There we go, get this tree chopped out of the way. Build it. That's the sound of a... Oh, those things are terrible. They take stuff from you. Let's get this guy out. Oh. Oh, the second one. Oh. Where'd he at? Well, he died, but he's down there. I go get my stuff back. Should be able to pick up anything they took from you. He just took some wood, so I probably would have been alright without that. At least we dropped off all our valuables, so shouldn't be anything too crazy that they can take. We want to get out of the water, though. Shallow is usually pretty safe, but there's piranhas and stuff that'll wander in there. Alright, let's head up this way. I don't know if we'll find the other one, but I'm not too worried about it. Alright, head up around here. Oh, we're tired. We're going to rest for a second. It is strange, too, because I'm used to having so much more stamina, which my level, I think, 70 character has on my game that I'm playing with my friends, which I've been playing with them for a few weeks now, I think. A couple of weeks, few weeks, but... Anywho, there he is. Oh, let's access his inventory. What did you take from me? Or did you take anything? You took wood as well? Or, no, you took it probably just right now. To harvest resources from them, if you use a hatchet on an animal, you get more hide. And if you use a pick, you'll get more meat. So it depends on what you want. But, yeah. Looking out for any dangerous dinos. This should be a pretty safe cliff up here, I would think. I think we'd be pretty safe up here. This is a pretty good base location. I've never built a base up here, but there's a lot of good locations like this that are good for base building. But, This is our little alcove. Probably a faster way I could have gotten into here, but that's fine. I think I can clear this one. Nope, that one's permanent. I think I'm going to get these out of the way using a pick, because I want to get some metal out of them, because you can get a little bit more metal out of these guys on the ground, and you get a little bit more flint if you try to get flint out of them. So we'll get these guys harvested up. We're still gaining XP like crazy, which is great. So those explorer notes will really help boost you if you find them. There's quite a few on the map, but if you come across them early on, they'll boost you up a lot faster. Later on, they don't do as much for you, but they'll still get you going pretty good. That's just a rock to pick up, so if I empty my hands, I should be able to grab that off the ground. I'm dehydrated again, of course. Well, let's just keep working for now. I'll be fine. We're a little bit hungry too. I think they give you a little bit of water, maybe not. Yeah, they did. They gave me a little bit, so I mean, I'll be dehydrated. Yeah, I'm already dehydrated again, but that's okay. Keep harvesting some more resources. The timer down there's still going, so we still have a fair amount of time of. I mean, you already saw in the inventory there we had 4. Oh, that's broken. So I can usually hit that to fix it, and it's fixing it right now. It took 1 stone, 5 thatch, and 1 wood to fix it up. That'll be fixed just a second. There we go. Fantastic. I know we're dehydrated. And I'm looking over at our weight. We're starting to get a little bit full, a little bit too full for comfort. So we're going to go ahead and dump off a lot of our stuff that we have that we want to hold on to. We'll organize them in a bit, but I'm just going to throw them out for now. Give me some water over here. Are there any dangerous dinos down there? That is the one disadvantage to this base location, is getting down to water, so we'll definitely want to get some stuff crafted to help us out with that. Oh, well, I guess we're going down right there. You will take fall damage like I just did. You want to be careful looking for fish because we're pretty far out here, so... And if we do die, don't worry, we will die probably multiple times throughout the series as I'm going about it. It's just the nature of the beast, so... I love the graphics on this game. They're so nice. You do need a pretty good computer to run it, especially if you're going to run decent graphics. Can I get up that way? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, don't fall too far. Alright. So, I think we have all those levels up. We'll probably want to start looking for getting some, or looking into getting some more experience. There's our little base there. We probably should kill some things and get some hide as well, because I don't know how much hide we have, which hide will be used for our clothes later on that we're going to get, as well as getting ourselves some water skins. So we'll kill this guy. These guys are friendly in general, but... And I can pick up the spears again, just like that. And we're going to use a hatchet because we want to, or an axe because we want to get hide off of them. All right, let's head back into our little... And if it's raining out, this is actually great. Oh, what is he doing up there? Interesting. If it's raining out, you don't have to worry about hydration anymore, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to keep gathering resources until that XP multiplier goes away. And actually what we should probably go get to is a couple loads of wood. Let me just level up into our weight for a second there, and we'll look at all of our engrams in a bit, but I just want to be able to get some more weight. I probably should go get some wood. We'll be able to get a ton of stone off of this rock face here, which is great. We'll be able to build a stone base pretty quick. We may actually make this our permanent base. I'll think about it, but a lot of times what I'll do is I'll set up a good like headquarters base, and then after I get a good headquarters set up, then what I'll do is I'll get a bunch of resources and different stuff like that, and then I'll have a different base somewhere else where I'll just fly to it with a flying dino if I need to go get stuff. And bamboo is great for gathering berries, so it'll be nice to have that right next to the base here as well. Alright, and let's get ourselves, might as well grab some stone. It's a little bit glitchy, I apologize. This is the first time I've ever tried to record this game. I'm actually getting some new memory sticks for my computer to kind of help it out a little bit, because it does have a little bit of a struggle in the memory department right now. But as you saw there, gathering with an axe from a stone, you're going to get a little bit more, or from a rock, you're going to get more stone from it. Start to hear scary dinosaur noises around you too. Okay, we'll run back in here. And there is music in the game, but I usually have it turned off just because I don't need the music. All right. And even though we're not so overweight that we're encumbered, we're running slower because we have so much on us than we would normally be. All right, 16 seconds left on there. I'm not too worried about it. Let's go ahead and get some stuff organized. Get that stuff out of here. We're gonna put like rock type stuff in here, and in here we'll take that out, that out. We'll keep the narco berries because they'll be helpful for taming. I don't really care about the rest of the, well, yeah, we probably should cook some meat for our food, so we'll drop these guys off here. We'll need to get a preserving bin soon as well. Rotten meat's actually very useful. You need it to make narcotics, which regardless of whether or not that makes sense, that is how it's done. Okay, move all that stuff over. Oh, and that's full again. Ugh. Okay, that's fine. We'll put these guys in here and we'll put that in there. So, inventory, our massive XP boost is over. We're gonna put another one into weight. So let's look through some different things here. Water skin, we're gonna invest in that. We can get a glass jar because the water skins slowly leak water if you have them in it. And we can get a glass jar later, which doesn't, and the glass jar holds more water, which, it's level 26 right there. But we need crystal to carve that anyways, or to craft that anyways, which we don't have right now. What time is it actually? We need to start thinking about different things. So it's still, okay, it's 2 o'clock in game day, so we need to start thinking about getting ourselves a place to sleep. We're going to want to learn a simple bed. Oh, it's going to make me learn the sleeping bag as well, which is fine. I wish it didn't do that, because then you could kind of hold out and get some of the better stuff later, but I'm not going to learn the slingshot. Let's learn the mortar and pestle and spark powder. Spark powder is used in a preserving bin, which we might actually be high enough level to learn by now. Let's see if it's in here. Maybe not. I can always search it too. Bin. Yeah, preserving bin's level 18, so we're getting close. And that's what you put stuff in with spark powder. It burns spark powder to kind of help preserve it a little bit better. So those are good. And this you also need to make narcotic, which is another thing we're going to learn. So we'll need that to make narcotic. It blends narco berries and spoiled meat. You can see on the right side there to make the narcotic. We're not going to learn the spyglass. It's a very useful tool. But one, we don't have crystal right now. And second off, we'll be able to find one in a loot drop or something later. The bola is super helpful for capturing dinos and then being able to help tame them. We'll definitely want to learn the bow. Yep, what did it learn as well as that? Oh, it also learned the slingshot, so I didn't know that was a prerequisite, but there you go. And we'll also want to know the arrow. So as you see, we're down to probably, what is that? Can't even see. Get rid of that image there. We're down to 82 points, because you get some every level, so we have a lot. And they're save up. You don't have to use them right away. Stimulant is a great way to get XP, but I'm not going to craft it. I don't think. It can be useful, I'm not going to lie, but everyone plays this game a different way and has different ideas. Parasaurs are very helpful, so we'll probably learn that saddle at some point. The Carbonemus saddle I'm not going to learn, because I don't care about the Carbonemus as much. I think going forward, let's see what else we got. So wood stuff, if we can build a wood house tonight, that would be super helpful. So we're going to learn all the wood stuff, which is going to cost a lot of our... So we have wooden ceiling, wooden wall, wooden foundation, wooden door frame, wooden door. I will probably... The wooden ramp you use a lot. I use some, and that one I use a lot too, so I'm going to learn those two. Cementing paste, I'm not going to learn that yet because we don't need it yet. So yeah, we actually leveled up a lot faster than I would have ever imagined we would in the first video here. But large storage box is like a small storage box, but obviously on a little bit of steroids, so it works a little bit better. And then here's the hide stuff that we want to start learning. So it is going to make us learn the prerequisites, but we're going to see if we can... That's 10 points there. Hide boots, let's learn... That's hide shirts, only 6. Let's learn that one, and then that'll be kind of our Ingrams for now. Until we level up again. So let's start working on, or we'll start working on getting ourselves a base in the next episode. Honestly, I'm getting carried away here. So, all right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button up on your screen to join the Gamer Cop channel. And let me know what you think about this series, if you're going to enjoy it, or if you want me to just stop and knock it off, or whatever you want. Anyhow, guys, again, if you enjoyed, drop a like down below. This has been Gamer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.